And they say when you hear hoofbeats, think horses, not zebras. And that may be the age-old saying, but for one Washington community, it ended up not being horses at all. Reporter Maddie White says for many witnesses, it was almost a magical moment.
Just after noon, drivers on I-90 did a double take
and realized we were looking at a bunch of zebras eating grass on the side of the off-ramp.
Their striped silhouettes set against the sound of speeding cars behind them.
A little bit of disbelief, and then really just how can we help?
North Bend local Dan Barnett says other drivers had the same urge to help.
The cars on the off-ramp kind of pulled over by the guardrail and kind of lined up really close to kind of make a makeshift fence to keep them from coming up onto the off-ramp area.
Their efforts worked. The zebras galloped away from the interstate.
I've only ever seen them in a zoo, so that was a first.
Past the busy brunch rush at a restaurant called South Fork.
So then everybody just kind of at the same time, and then all saw the zebras on the road.
Zebras on the road.
Pretty busy road.
Moments captured by South Fork's regular customer, John Eric Anez.
This must be a joke. And then I saw some cars like get into the neighborhoods to try to fence them in or something, I don't know.
But they got away.
They just started hanging out in the grass in somebody's yard over here across the street.
Hey, baby. You're okay.
The baby of the pack wound up in this woman's backyard. And when officers arrived, they were able to corner another, but not before this happened.
You know, I called someone, I was like, so I found the missing zebras, like they're in my yard. Not sure what to do.
They then ran into her neighbor's property.
2 of them are at the barn just past my house.
That's where I got to meet 2 of them who got corralled there with the help of rodeo professionals. This property, about a 5-minute drive from the interstate.
So they made it pretty far up, yeah.
Now for locals like Whitney Blomquist, April 28th, 2024 will forever be known as
The day the zebras came into North Bend.
But in all seriousness,
They're really beautiful animals, and through no fault of their own, found themselves in a very confusing place. So let's just hope they all make it to home or wherever that is tonight.
At this time, it appears one of the zebras is still on the loose. Some of the zebras did suffer some scratches, but they are being looked after. And the zebras were on their way to Montana. I don't blame them. That's a beautiful state.